Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Guitar Solo Reactions. And today we're doing another Prince video, and this is from the movie The Undertaker. And we are going to do The Ride, which I've done before. I can't recall what concert that was from, but it definitely wasn't this. And I just did the song The Undertaker, and someone in the comments had mentioned this as like something to do the whole thing of, like in sections or whatever. So that was a great idea. This record came out in 1994. It was actually supposed to be released, I believe, with this Guitar World, because he's talking about the record in here. I've learned a lot just after doing The Undertaker. I kind of looked through this while we were watching it. And I've decided that that kind of, well, we'll get to it and I'll talk about it. But as far as like some really cool effects going on. So I'm not sure. There's some timestamps here I'm looking at, but I doubt it's actually. This may be different than the actual record. This seems like it's just a recording, and I could be wrong. But so what I guess inspired this was doing something they were working on the record Come, Come, and they with it's Michael and Sonny T, and they kind of just went to Paisley Park and kind of started jamming in the on all these songs, which I don't know. Maybe they were written for that previous record or not, but that's why we're watching it because it's a very guitar focused thing. It's a trio and interspersed with this cinematography of the young woman. I'm not sure exactly what she's trying to do, but a lot of great stuff of Prince just playing guitar. So anyway, hey, if you're here and you love guitar and you love Prince, you're in the right place. And if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I will start this. This is The Ride. Like I said in the Undertaker song, it's like a really interesting guitar tone. It's like almost completely no ambience, no reverb, no delay from the board. It's almost like it's plugged directly into the board, but I don't think he really did that a lot unless he was like in a studio trying to record a song or something. And I'm sure he did that actually. I don't think he always had an amp set up for his guitar, but anyway, here we go. You got time, baby. I got to ride. You got the time, baby. I got to ride. Where I wanna go, keep you satisfied. If you like it real slow, baby, I got days. So I think I was maybe mistaken in the Undertaker song that color sound was pretty extreme. It's kind of a really unique wah pedal, kind of like the uh, Ironworks. What's it called? It's Tony Iommi used it a lot, but it's really extreme sweep, and it's almost like an auto wah, like how it closes and opens. It's not just a sweeping thing. It has this other kind of dynamic to it. If you know anything about wah pedals, um, and I'm kind of basically describing it just from what I can hear, but really cool and really unique sounding. You like it really slow. I got days. But if you wanna take the shortcut, I know the way. Okay, I'm sorry not to interrupt it, but that's what I'm talking about. It's got that Ottawa thing, but I think that might be a setting like on one of his rack, like a Zoom multi effects unit or something he had. Those were really cool. and then adding the wah wah to it makes it sound like they're in conjunction or something. I don't know, but anyway, super cool. It's almost pitch bending. That's what makes it weird to me.
You like to be alone. I like to watch. If you like to be alone, baby, I like to watch. But if you want.
Okay, just a quick little note. I'm looking through. This was unfortunately the issue in Guitar World from 2016. Kind of a memorial to Prince. And I'm just looking through here, and the record, The Ride, I don't think was actually released on a bigger record till Crystal Ball, it looks like. Oh, this is from the Vault. So I'm not familiar with any of that stuff from the Vault, so I don't know really what that means. But anyway, they talk about he wanted to release this whole thing, The Undertaker, give it away with the first 1,000 copies of Guitar World, which I think is a great idea, and because it's guitar based, blues based, and they had a panic attack over the idea, and then I don't think this came out ever, so that's why it's from the Vault. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm assuming this never really officially came out, and the songs were later, like The Ride, were put on Crystal Ball, and that's the only one I'm seeing that is from what I see on this thing. So, yeah, super interesting. 2000. So I'm just looking through my. I planned on doing like kind of the walking through all of these Prince magazines. I don't know if that's that compelling. I thought it was fun. 2004. So anyway, I'll look through these and we'll play more. I'm just really kind of blown away by how things work in the world as far as music and Prince, that there was something like this and probably normally wouldn't have come out had he not passed away. So
Some good loving, baby. I'll give you all I've got. All I've got.
man, that was killer. That's otherworldly almost. Looks like it's got an octaver on it as well. Massive sounding. Wow. I love killer, big, massive guitar sound. amazing lead tone. And I'm gonna be blunt, like a lot of those Boss pedals, um, if you a lot of them sound terrible depending on the person playing and the application. I don't say they always sound bad, but they don't have a wide open sound like he's getting, like the DS1. But I think he's using the Metal Zone here, is what he said earlier, which is like a super high gain, like insane amount of gain for a pedal. And the funny thing they're intended for is like for a Metal Zone. Outside of the heavy metal pedal from the 80s, a lot of black metal and like death metal bands use those, but it's not. It's a very mid-rangey, constricted sound. It's not big. It's like the opposite of what I think of metal, which is big chords and fat, tight, stuff. Fat, tight. I don't know what that means, but anyway, I'm really getting into this. Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing sounding. That kind of chugging, man, sounded incredible. Almost sounds like Vernon Reid. Wow, it reminds me so much of Vernon Reid, that totally like Mesa Boogie overdriven sound. Although I think he's getting his sound, like I said, from the Boss pedals. Although he is using a Mesa Boogie Heartbreaker right around now. That's not a super high gain amp from Mesa, but that run, that kind of, I don't know how you would say it, but not necessarily kind of out, kind of solo, like really fast notes and really, really kind of outside the scale of the chord itself type playing. And then he goes back to just man. right. Well, there we go. So that was the end of the ride. That was almost 12 minutes and 25 seconds. And I am just paging through this Guitar World, which I showed earlier, I believe, 1994 November, and he's talking about gear in here. I kind of lost the spot where he was really talking about what he, or someone was talking about, as far as his equipment. And then when you look in this other magazine, if you love Prince and this guitar playing, you should track these down. I've got 5 different guitar worlds that I could find for a reasonable price that I collected, kind of not only for myself but like to maybe do. I've done 2 little walkthroughs with the magazines for the channel. I think another one's coming up. But really interesting stuff that I never knew. So here he is talking about gear, and it's labeled what Prince won't talk about, which is guitar gear, I'm assuming. Talks about his guitars, the Horner, Telecaster looking one that is named Habib, which my friend, which one of the subscribers to the channel let me know that. And I think I was looking through this actually, and I was like, I didn't know nickname or what it was for that. The David Roussan guitars, and then he plays a Schecter version of that. He's got a George Benson, which I've seen him play maybe once, and in this photo he's using the Strat with the EMGs and the Floyd Rose. And he mentions all the stomp boxes, which are mostly Boss DS2. That's the turbo overdrive. So he might be using that on this video as well. Blues Driver, kind of a lower gain thing. Dunlop, Roto Vibe. And then some other stuff. Anyway, I'm sorry if this was boring, but let me know what you think was going on as far as effects. If you know, I think I know what's going on, but what a cool find. I'm really happy someone suggested this, because now I have probably 3 or 4 videos to do just from this single thing. Now, like I said, I've done the ride before. I've done Bambi maybe twice. And then Dolphin, I know I've done only once. And then there's a cover of Honky Tonk Woman. I'm not too interested in that. But, yeah. Anyway, hey, if you love Prince, you're in the right place. Thanks for joining me. Bye.